Hello and welcome. So today's exploration has to do with mastering your inner world or the mental realm of what's going on in your psyche. And really exploration is about starting to recognize that everything that's happening in the world outside of you is as a result to what's going on in your inside world. So your subconscious mind essentially is what's creating your world outside of you. And that may seem a little bit far-fetched, it may seem a little bit out there. But on some level, your psyche, your subconscious, and usually what's been programmed in there was done before the age of like 10 years old, even younger, even by 8 years old. Our beliefs that we have about ourselves and about the world and about others are pretty much ingrained and instilled within us. So the world that we're experiencing right now is a reflection of those subconscious beliefs that we have. And even sometimes our perceptions are a result of those subconscious beliefs. So you may be perceiving your world in a certain way. Maybe your world seems fearful, or maybe there's a lot of danger, or maybe there's a lot of stress in your world. And when you start to examine your psyche and your subconscious a little bit more deeply, you'll start to see that the stressful feelings that you may be experiencing are actually a result of a belief that's beneath them. And you know, and there's layers and layers and layers of beliefs that we hold in our psyche. And so the journey that we have of mastering our mental world has to do with starting to become aware of what those subconscious beliefs are even. For many of us, we go about our lives and we're just living and maybe even just kind of surviving day to day without ever thinking, rethinking the thoughts that are showing up in our mind. And really on some level, the invitation here is to not believe all of your thoughts. So the thoughts that show up, and you might have some identification, or you might be really connected to those thoughts or really attached to those thoughts. Those thoughts are actually, or they actually originate by some beliefs that came long ago from your past or your early childhood. And so the journey of starting to kind of undo those has to do with, first of all, not believing your thoughts. Don't believe everything you think. And then start to look at, okay, if you've got a stressful emotion going on, if you're feeling really angry or if you're feeling really resentful towards somebody else, then examine what the belief is beneath that. So you might, have some sort of expectations about those around you. Or maybe you have beliefs about yourself that you need to achieve a certain amount every day or be really productive. And if you're not, then, you think less of yourself. So start to examine what is it that is the belief that's behind the negative emotions or the stressful emotions. And then there's lots of different explorations of starting to reprogram these beliefs. But at this point in the journey, because we're starting off and we're starting to get a little bit more comfortable looking at these aspects of self, the exploration really is to become aware of what the subconscious belief is. And to start maybe entertaining the possibility of not believing all of your thoughts. And I have lots of great links that I've provided here of some really good tools, some people who do some amazing work to help with reprogramming those subconscious beliefs once we're aware of them. But truly, awareness is key when we're looking at the psyche and the subconscious. So become aware of what your beliefs are. Become aware of what the origin is to the stressful emotions. And from there, there's lots of room for change and exploration. I particularly love the work by Byron Katie, actually called The Work. And I've got a link to her site here. And she shows just a really nice, everything on her site is free, and a really nice little process that takes you through a few little questions, inquiry she calls it, of starting to really question, is it really true what it is you're believing about yourself? And to look at it from a different perspective. So enjoy this exploration. Feel free to make any comments or send me any messages if you don't understand or want some more clarifications. I'd be glad to assist you. Have a beautiful day.